Hi Stampers, and welcome to another Facebook Live with the Wexford Stamper. My name is Barbara Reed and I'm the Wexford Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Pennsylvania, and I've got a fun project for us today. This is the Hot Cocoa and Marshmallows gift box. And I just love this, and I think it's a great idea, an inexpensive gift that you can make multiples of and get them out to all your delivery men and your mailman and anybody that might drop by the house. This would be a great one to do. And it uses several different, hey Joanne, it uses several different stamp sets, and let me show you those before I get started. Okay, for the stamping that I do on the box itself, I'm going to use the Snowflake Wishes. This is one we've had and used several times already on some projects here. This is the one I just love to have in my stash because whenever you need any snowflakes on any of your holiday projects, this is a great one to choose. All right, and then for the sentiment here on the front of the box, I used first this Wrapped in Christmas. I used this one here, A Little Something for You. Okay, and then I also used the cup from one of my favorites, the Press On stamp set. But you can look and see what you have in your stash, what you have on hand, and you can make it work. Hi Lisa, welcome. So those are the three sets I used. And then I'm going to use today a different ribbon because I am actually out of the one that's on this one. And I thought this would be really pretty to use. It has a little bit of the crumb cake like the cup, but then it has the Seaside Spray. I used the Seaside Spray cardstock for my project, so I thought this would be pretty. Use what you have, girls. All right, so let's go ahead, and first thing we're going to do, hi Deb, we're going to show you how to make the box. And this is super easy and really, really fun to put together. All right, you're going to start with a piece of Seaside Spray cardstock that measures 11 by 7. Okay, and before we get started on scoring and folding and cutting, we're going to do some stamping. And I just picked two random stamps from the snowflake set. I picked a larger and smaller snowflake. And I'm just going to go ahead and randomly stamp on my paper with these stamps. Okay, so I'm going to stamp with the larger one first. And then I'm going to come back with the smaller and fill in. But this is a great way to kind of make your own designer series paper. Okay, I don't know if I have any paper that has snowflakes on. Well, then you can go ahead and make some. Makes it very, very easy. And I like the tone-on-tone look. I think that looks so, so pretty. All right, next, we're going to take the smaller one, and I'm just going to kind of fill in the spaces between the larger ones. Okay, just to kind of give it a good look. Since the box is going to be folded a lot, you want to make sure that you have lots of good snowflakes all over your paper. And don't forget to kind of go off the ends as well. All right, I'm liking this here. I think we're just about ready to go. Let's get one more there. All right, so now I've got my paper ready to go. Remember that it is 7 by 11, okay? And I will definitely put all this information on my blog by the end of the week. And I'm going to be away this weekend, but I'm hoping to get it done. We'll see how that goes, huh? All right, here's my 11 by 7 piece of paper. I'm going to bring in my scoring board now. This is very, very easy to do. All right, we're going to score on the long side. This is the 11 side. Okay, we're going to score at 3, 4, 7, 8. That's it. 3, 4, 7, 8. Then we're going to turn it on the short side and score at 1. Okay, that is all our scoring for this. 3, 4, 7, 8, and then score it on the short side at 1. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and bring in our bone folder, and we will start creasing all our score lines. Get my bone folder right here. Okay. Now after I fold this up, I'm going to show you a template to give you an idea of what we're going for here. Okay, and how the design for this one works. Okay, now here is a finished one, a finished template, and you're going to notice that we're going to have some diagonals here, and I'll show you how easy that is to put together. And then when you bring it together at the front, they just kind of crisscross each other. Okay, so let me show you how that works here. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the bottom portion of the box. This is the part of the box or the panel that's going to go underneath the box or on the bottom. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut out these tabs and give them a little wedge. Remember, I usually try to remind you that when you're cutting out the little tabs, you want to cut to the right side of the score line so that part is removed when you do your little wedge. And then on this side, you want to cut on the left side of the score line, and then it's removed when you wedge. That just makes your finished project a little nicer to look at. Okay, so now, now we're going to need to use a ruler, okay, and do a little bit of measuring. Now you want to do this on the inside so that if you leave a little line or a little pen mark, that no one will be the wiser. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my ruler, and along the right side, I'm going to put my ruler at 2 inches right here. Okay, so then I'm going to go up to where the 0 would be and put a little mark. So basically that mark is 2 inches from the bottom. Okay, same thing over here. I'm going to put 2 at the bottom. And then I'm going to mark up here where my ruler has 0. Okay, so both sides we measure up 2 inches from the bottom. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to line up this little spot that we just marked using a pen and the second vertical score line. Okay, so we're not going to cut it at the first, we're going to cut it at the second. Let me put a little dot where I mean. Okay, this is the second vertical score line from the right side, and that's where you're going to cut. So what you do is there's like a little channel here with your trimmer. Okay, you're going to try to put those little dots right on the channel. Okay, so I have it right there, and I have it right there. Then you're going to close your trimmer and just cut. All right, so then you're going to have your little diagonal there. Okay, do the same thing with the other side. Okay, I'm going to take my 2-inch measurement point, and I'm going to take my second vertical score line in from the left-hand side, and I'm going to try to line them up with the channel on my trimmer. Then I'm going to cut. And that's it. Okay, now it looks just like my sample one did. Okay, that's how easy that is, and then it just folds in like this. Okay, and when you have it that it is diagonal to the second, then you have a nicer cut in the front for your gifts to be put in the pocket of the front. So let's go ahead and put it together. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Seal Plus, and I'm going to put a little bit of seal on these little tabs here. Okay, those tabs will go behind. This is the tab that is the back of the box. Okay, so we're going to put those tabs inside the panel that is the back of the box. So this is what we have so far. Okay, then we're going to put a little more of the plus on these last two tabs, and then a little bit on this tab here. Not tab, on this side, because this is going to be the last side going in. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this one down and attach that to the bottom. And now this one is going to go down last. Squeeze it a little bit there, and then you attach the bottom. Okay, so there's your box right there. Okay, let me talk a little bit about the products that I'm putting in. Thank you, Joanne. This is a great little project. Very inexpensive, and you can make them for people. And I also have made them with, you can put a candy cane in them as well. Okay, so you kind of do your own thing with them. I got these on Amazon, the Ghirardelli Hot Cocoa Mix. They were probably $1 or so, and they fit perfectly in the box. And then I went to a local candy store called Edwards. It's over in Lancaster County. And they had large bags of miniature marshmallows. And I asked them to put them into smaller closed bags. And they did that for me. So if you're having it made, you can just go to your local grocery store and, you know, make the little bags yourself. Put them in little gift bags. Okay. So that I'm going to go ahead and slide that right into the front part there. So that fits very nice and snugly in my box. Now, thanks, Rise. Welcome. And now I'm going to take my ribbon, and this is called scallop linen ribbon. This is in the regular annual catalog. This came out with all the new In Color products. And I'm going to use this one. Now for this one, I used the white satin with the metallic trim, which is gorgeous. And I would probably have used that, but I have run out of it. But there's so many different choices. I've also used the beautiful polka dot tulle. And so there's all different kinds you can use here. Use what you have in your stash. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this ribbon off. It's just so nice that I can get something and take it out of the annual catalog and it matches perfectly. That's what I love about Stampin' Up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tie my ribbon first, and then I'll go back and make my sentiment. All right, so I'm going to tie this across, and I'm going to put the bow on the left-hand side of the box. This is such pretty ribbon. And since I'm going to be using a little bit of the crumb cake when I make the little coffee cup, I thought this would be a great choice. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that a little bit. Trying to get it so there, that's better. Okay, and then we'll have these hanging off the side, a little shorter than that though, so I'll cut those off. And now we're all ready to go ahead and put our little sentiment right here. All right, so let's grab the things I need for a sentiment. I'm going to use a 2-inch circle in Whisper White. And then here is the coordinating scallop from the scallop dies. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Again, my sentiment is from the Wrapped in Christmas. This is the set that has all the cute little cups and cup holders for your coffee and things like that. So I found that one up there I hadn't used, so I wanted to give that one a try. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp it using the Misty Moonlight. Okay, now I'm going to stamp it up to the left hand top corner, just because we're going to be putting the cup at the bottom right. All right, so there's that. Then I grab the cute little snowflakes. They are in here, okay, the little tiny snowflakes there. And I went back to my Seaside Spray, and I stamped a little bit of the snowflakes around to cover the blank space here. You know how I am about that blank space. I like to have everything covered a bit. So I just thought this little stamp was so cute, and it covers up all that space with the really adorable little snowflakes. And I love the Seaside Spray and the Misty Moonlight together. It looks so, so pretty. All right, so there's that. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my circle. Okay, so we're getting there. Next thing we need to do is work on our cup. So I'm going to need a little scrap of the Seaside Spray and a little scrap of white. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp in the Memento ink 2 of the cups. One here, one here. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead with my scissors. This little one is going to make the little sleeve that goes on the coffee cup. So I'm not going to cut out the whole coffee cup here. I'm just going to cut off the little sleeve. And I try to cut it so that the line is still on the image. Okay, you don't want to cut those black lines off if you can. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fussy cut this cute little cup. I have gotten my money's worth out of this set, I'll tell you. I just love this set, and I just can't make enough coffee projects and cocoa projects. It's just the perfect set for that. This is one that will be in my stash for many, many years. It's just a great, great set. All right, so there is my cup. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Tombow, and I'm going to go ahead and just put some Tombow right there on this place where I'm going to be placing the little cup sleeve. I'm going to come in with my pick tool and pick it up with the putty side and just lay it down like that, right on that spot. Perfect. Isn't that so cute with the little sleeve? I love it. All right, the last part of the sleeve is a little heart, and the heart is in the press-on set as well. And I'm just going to grab my real red ink pad and stamp me a heart right there on my cup sleeve. Look at that. Is that adorable or what? All right, well, we are in the home stretch here, ladies. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to grab back our little circle here that we stamped before. I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals way at the top and way at the bottom because we know that the ribbon is going to go in between here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get those backs off our circle. All right, now let's bring it in here. I'm going to go ahead and just position it close to the middle. Okay, let me move. I'm going to move the bow over just a bit. Okay, move him closer to the side. There we go. Now my circle is a little closer to the middle, what I'm going for. And remember, I have my sentiments above and below my ribbon. All right, last thing before we put on my cup, I'm going to add a little bit of the crumb cake just to make it match a little bit with the ribbon. I'm going to put a little bit of crumb cake here and color in the cup with a little bit of the crumb cake. Okay, and then up here, I'm going to leave the top white. Okay, there we go. Now it'll match much nicer with my ribbon. All right, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place this right here. Okay, and I'm noticing it is too low. All right, so we're going to go to Plan B, and I'm just going to move my circle up. Okay. It was just a little too low, and I probably should have measured, but I didn't. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and bring this back in and see it fits right on there. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is put a dimensional towards the bottom, and then I'm going to put just a little bit of the snail, not the snail, oops, Seal Plus, and then I'm just going to bring it in like this and place it like that. Okay, so there's that one with the pretty, more neutral ribbon. Here it is with the more festive and glitzy ribbon. So either one you like, but it's super easy to put together. Think about what stamps you have in your stash. This would be super cute to make with using a Christmas tree stamp that you can stamp all over the paper. There's just lots and lots of options with this. So see what you have in your stash. I'm sure something you have will work. All right, well, not tomorrow, but Thursday, I'll be coming back again, and I'm awful excited about this project because it's getting to be that time of year that we have to start making lists. So this is a great little gift for a friend who is a list maker. And I'm a list maker when it comes to Christmas because there's so many different things to do. But this is a little to-do list. You open it like this, and then it has a little magnetic closure. Okay? And this was super, super fun to make. I love this paper. This is just the perfect paper for this project. But this, I will be demoing and showing you how I make it on Thursday. So join me Thursday at 3, and I will show you how quick and easy you can make these cute little to-do list. And I'm also going to show you how to make a little pen that coordinates with your list pad here. So join me on Thursday, and we'll have lots of fun putting this together. If you make any of the projects from this week, please post them and show me what you're making. I know it's getting close to thinking about Christmas gifts, and I'm hoping you can be inspired by some of my projects and make them for some of your friends and family. So take care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday. Bye now.